Have you ever been there? You know all the English grammar, you understand people, but then when it's your turn to actually speak, the words just feel, well, kind of stiff.
Oh, absolutely. That struggle to sound natural, less like you're reciting rules.
Exactly. Like in a shop or at work or even just meeting someone new. You want to move past just being correct to being confident,
Yeah,
natural.
it's a really common feeling. And often, it's not about missing vocabulary. It's more about missing those unspoken conversational bits, the flow, the right tone.
Right.
And that's really our mission today in this deep dive. We've gone through a material that's all about mastering practical, everyday English.
Okay.
Our goal isn't just listing phrases, but digging into why they work, how they make you sound more natural, boost your confidence, and how you can actually start using them.
Like a shortcut to sounding more connected, not just correct.
Exactly. Connecting, not just communicating.
I like that. We've been looking at these sources and they promise this kind of toolbox of phrases. I'm actually pretty excited to get into it, see how these words do more than just convey meaning.
Yeah, how they act like social smoothers, almost.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The material we looked at really hammers home this point. Everyday English isn't only about grammar.
No, not at all.
It's about using the right words at the right time, understanding the feeling behind them, and starts with really common situations.
It does, and it's amazing how tiny word choices can totally change how people react to you, how the conversation flows.
Things you don't usually learn in class.
Right, those social nuances.
So let's take a classic.
Huh.
You're in a store. You need help finding something. How does the source material suggest approaching someone without being, annoying or awkward?
Okay, yeah, the sources highlight some key phrases. First up, excuse me,
Simple enough?
simple, but the material points out it's more than just polite. It's like you're creating a little space before you ask your
Yeah,
question.
that's
Yeah, like you're signaling, I need to interrupt, but I respect your time. It asks for permission, basically. Makes the other person more open to helping.
I see. So it's not just hey, it's gentler, more considered.
Exactly. It acknowledges them before you jump in.
Yeah.
And the source even mentions the pronunciation.
Oh, yeah.
It talks about a soft sound. Not a sharp, excuse me, but more like, excuse me.
Softer. Makes it sound less demanding.
Right. More like an invitation for a quick chat.
Okay, so you use, excuse me, you get their attention, they help you out. Now, how about thanking them? Is thanks enough or
Well, thanks is fine, obviously, but the material suggests thanks so much.
so much? Why the extra words?
It adds this layer of real warmth, genuine appreciation. It says you didn't just get service, you actually valued their help.
So it makes it a bit more personal than just a quick thanks.
Exactly. Thanks can feel a bit transactional sometimes. Thanks so much feels warmer, more connection.
But is there ever a time when thanks so much might feel like too much? Like if the person just pointed 2 feet away?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
And yeah, the source material implies that context is key. For super quick things, maybe handing change, a genuine thanks with eye contact is totally fine, totally authentic.
Right.
It's about matching the feeling. If so much feels forced, it won't work. Match the gratitude to the situation.
Makes sense. Okay, flip side, someone thanks you. What's a natural, easy response?
Here, the source highlights no problem.
Ah, classic.
Yeah, it's casual, but still polite. But the insight here is why it works. The source says it kind of acts like a reset button.
A reset. How so?
It dissolves any feeling the other person might have that they bothered you or put you out. Basically says, don't worry about it. It was genuinely easy.
Yeah.
Strengthens the interaction.
That's interesting, clearing the air almost.
Yeah.
But I sometimes wonder, can no problem sound a bit too casual or even dismissive, maybe in a more formal setting?
That's a fair question. And the source does touch on that. Tone and context are everything. No problem is great for most everyday stuff, especially said kind of quickly, lightly, almost like no problem. But yeah, if you really went out of your way, or it's super formal,
Then maybe something else.
right, maybe
My
you're
pleasure.
welcome, or even my pleasure fits better. My pleasure especially shows more deference.
Gotcha.
So no problem isn't the only answer, but it's super versatile and friendly for most daily things as long as your tone is right. Helpful, not dismissive.
That focus on tone and context, that's really useful. It's like the music behind the words.
Exactly.
Okay, let's shift gears from the store to the office. We spend so much time there. How does the source help us navigate asking for help at work without sounding, I don't know, needy or demanding?
Right, the professional world. The source gives some good examples for keeping things smooth. When you need help, something like, can you help me with this report?
Straightforward.
Yeah. But the key is it's framed as a polite request. It respects their time and expertise. It's not assuming they should help. It's asking if they can.
It feels more collaborative that way, less like you're dumping work on them.
Precisely. It's an invitation, not an order. It acknowledges they might be busy.
Okay. And what if someone asks us for help? How do we respond in a way that builds good team feeling?
When you're asked, the source suggests something like, of course,
Positive.
very. It's clear, friendly, shows you're willing, and have that can-do attitude, builds trust immediately, signals you're approachable, ready to pitch in.
No hesitation that makes them feel awkward for asking.
That's exactly.
And this is where it gets really interesting for me. The source isn't just giving us lines to memorize, it's hinting at what these phrases actually communicate socially. Can you help me? Shows respect, of course. Shows willingness. It's all about managing those relationships with language.
Totally. These aren't just words. They're tools for navigating the social landscape at work. Little bits of emotional intelligence in action.
Shaping how people see you.
Absolutely.
What about when someone apologizes for interrupting you or thanks you for something small at work? How do we reassure them it's okay?
For that, no worries is a really good one highlighted in the material.
No worries.
Yeah, it's super versatile, casual, but really reassuring. The source explains it kind of wipes away any guilt they might feel. Like, honestly, don't even think about it.
Makes people feel more comfortable coming to you.
Right. Shows you're easygoing, accommodating. Like if someone's a bit late with something, a quick no worries just smooths things over.
I actually find no worries feels a bit softer sometimes than no problem. Maybe more empathetic.
That's a great way to put it, and the source would likely agree. No worries often feels warmer, like you understand their concern, but it's genuinely okay.
Less about the task, more about their feeling.
Exactly, which is huge for team dynamics, building that psychological safety.
Okay, great stuff for work. Now let's relax a bit. Casual chat, break room, bumping into someone you know. How do we make those little conversations feel natural and inviting, not just awkward greeting?
The casual chat. Yeah, the source gives some nice friendly options here. To start things off warmly, it suggests something like, hey, how's your weekend going?
Simple, classic.
Classic for a reason. It's open-ended, low pressure, doesn't demand a long story, just invites a friendly response about something relatable.
Doesn't feel too nosy.
Right. And if someone asks you that,
What's a good natural reply?
the source points to something like, pretty good, as a common, easy answer.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, positive, keeps the door open if you want to say more, but doesn't force you into a monologue about your laundry or whatever. Easy entry point.
Creates ease, yeah. Now, what if they say something like, oh, I just relaxed and read a book? How do we show we're actually listening and interested?
That's where something like sounds relaxing comes in.
Okay.
The source explains this shows empathy. You're acknowledging their experience, maybe even saying you value relaxation too. It's a little compliment, shows you're engaged.
Connects you a bit, shows you're present.
Exactly. Not just waiting for your turn to talk.
But could, sounds relaxing, if you say it wrong, sound a bit dismissive or even sarcastic. Tone matters here too, right?
Oh, hugely. That's a crucial point.
Right.
Well, the source focuses on the words. It's implied that how you say it is vital. Flat tone, weird look, yeah, it could backfire.
Right.
You need that genuine smile, the right eye contact, the friendly tone. It's about sharing a feeling, not judging their weekend choices.
Okay. And the most important bit for any chat, keeping it going. Avoiding that awkward silence where it just dies. How do we invite the other person back in?
Yes, essential. The force highlights the simple, powerful phrase, what about you?
The return serve.
Exactly. It passes the conversational ball back, shows you're interested in them too, that it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Without it, it can feel like an interview pretty fast.
Or just fizzle out.
Right. So what about you? Keeps it flowing.
So across all these scenarios, store, work, casual chat, the big takeaway seems to be just knowing the phrases isn't the magic bullet.
Not at all. As the source points out, the real deep dive is into how you actually embody them. Moving from just knowing the words to using them naturally.
It's about active practice, isn't it? Not just reading a list. You have to do it. Internalize the rhythm, the feeling.
Precisely. And the material suggests several ways to do this. First is breaking it down.
Meaning.
Not just the dictionary definition, but really getting the context, the intention. Why thanks so much versus just thanks. What's the feeling behind no worries? It's about understanding the subtle social job each phrase does.
Getting inside the why, not just the what.
Exactly. Then there's a big focus on pronunciation and rhythm.
The music of it.
Yes, not just single words, but how phrases flow together. The source advises listening for that natural rhythm, stressing certain words like much and thanks so much,
Right.
or saying things like no problem quickly so it sounds blended like no problem. That makes you sound less like you're reading, more like
Yeah.
you're just talking.
That idea of the music, the flow, feels really key. Does the source suggest ways to practice hearing that?
It does. A key technique is shadowing.
Shadowing.
Yeah, basically imitating a speaker. Find some natural English audio podcasts, shows, whatever, and repeat phrases right after you hear them.
Like an echo.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But focus on copying the rhythm, the intonation, the pace, not just the words. It trains your mouth and ears together for that natural flow. It's active, physical learning.
Okay, so listening and mimicking. What about actually using it interactively?
That brings us to role play. The source really emphasizes this.
Acting it out.
Sort of. Mini scenarios. Imagine ordering coffee, asking for directions, a quick work chat. Practice using these phrases in response. It builds flexibility, confidence in responding spontaneously, not just reciting.
You could even record yourself, maybe. Hear how you actually sound.
Great idea.
Hmm.
The source implies that kind of self-correction is valuable.
So putting it all together,
Hmm.
it's not just what you say, it's how you say it, how often you practice these active methods, and understanding that social layer. The source seems to say confidence comes from this really active engagement.
And it makes you wonder, right, why are these active ways, shadowing, role play, so much better than just memorizing lists?
Why?
Because they build muscle memory, basically. Your brain and mouth learn to do it automatically. You stop translating in your head and start just responding in English.
Naturally. That's the goal. True fluency, real confidence.
Exactly. That's where it lives.
Okay, so let's quickly recap those essential phrases from the source material. Keep these handy, excuse me, for getting attention politely.
Thanks so much for that extra warmth and gratitude.
No problem, the easygoing way to accept thanks.
Can you help me? The respectful ask at work.
Of course. That positive, willing response.
No worries for reassuring someone.
How's your weekend going? Your friendly conversation starter.
Pretty good. The simple, natural reply.
Sounds relaxing, showing you're listening and connecting.
And don't forget, what about you? To keep the conversation balanced.
These are like your starter kit for more confident, connected conversations.
Absolutely. And the core message from the source really is confidence grows when you actually use these phrases regularly, actively.
Practice is key.
And don't fear mistakes. The source is clear. Making mistakes is totally normal, even essential. It's how you learn, how you adjust, how you find that natural rhythm. The more you speak, the more comfortable you get.
And the more you come through.
Exactly. Your authentic self.
You know, what strikes me is how these simple phrases are more than just words. They're tools for connection.
That's beautifully put.
Because isn't that the real goal? Not just perfect grammar, but actually connecting with people, expressing yourself authentically.
Couldn't agree more.
So here's a thought, a challenge for you listening.
Yeah.
Pick just one or two of these phrases we talked about. Maybe, thanks so much, or what about you? Whichever resonated. And consciously try using them this week. In the store, at work, wherever. Just notice. Notice how that small shift might change the feel of your interactions. Does it invite a bit more openness, a little more understanding?
A little experiment in connection.
Exactly. How can these tiny linguistic tools subtly shift the dynamic and maybe, just maybe, help you build stronger, more genuine connections? You might be surprised.